Hello, Jeremy. First of all, I'm going to explain the location change. It's because I'm recording this late at night, and my dad is snoring in the computer room, which is where I normally record. So I'm recording it here, in our kitchen. But that gives me an advantage because I'm actually looking at a reflection of the screen that shows what the camera's recording, so I can see what I'm actually recording, which is a rarity with this camera I'm using. Now, first things first, I'm going to have to talk about how I missed Friday. Now, I was going to try to get my video up on Friday, but this past Friday I had something big and important happening, just like last Friday, and I just managed to get that one up, and I'm sorry I didn't manage it this last Friday, and I'm willing to accept a punishment in the formula as set out before the hiatus. If you can recall, and if you can't recall, just go back and check the old videos. About your new camera setup, it seems to work quite fine. I wasn't in sync either in my video, I don't think. And another thing about being late is that Mr. Super Sly Samurai Spy appears to be absent as well. I don't know if he has an explanation for that, or if he's going to be getting his video up, or whatever is going on with that, but just curious and such. The coincidence that your character in your upcoming play is also named Simon, I found kind of amusing, especially because I don't know whether you've ever read this book, but relatively recently, I finished reading Lord of the Flies, which we're going to be doing in my literary English class. And if you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a Simon in that, and not fun things happen to him as well. And it's fine, as far as I'm concerned. You can be on Tuesdays, that's okay with me. I actually have a drama course this semester, which I'm really enjoying, and you seem to have actually had a much more full drama career than I have, because in actual proper plays, I have only had like 3 parts, pretty much. The best of which was playing Count Mountjoy in our version of The Mouse That Roared. So I was playing this snobby, semi-medieval European guy, and I really enjoyed the part, especially since the other actors I was working with were great. But I've had relatively little dramatic experience, but at the end of this year we're going to be putting on something that's probably going to be pretty much a play during my drama course, and it's going to be some variety of melodrama. And although I have no idea what part I'm going to get, I know I'm going to be getting a part, and I know that I'm hoping to be the villain, because the melodrama villains are very fun to play. And I don't remember you saying that you were going to be playing a Nazi, but it sounds like it was a fun part. I would have loved to have played that part, and it seems like you are quite a good actor, because you're able to incorporate things that aren't you into your acting, and power to you in every way possible. And just in case you're wondering what this is, it is a receipt which I wrote my notes on for the video. Now, to what happened to me last weekend. I'm going to cover what happened this weekend that just ended yesterday. I'm going to cover it this Friday, because I'm definitely going to have that day off. I'm going to have plenty of time to record. But last week I went to visit my sister, and my sister lives in Regina, which is the capital of the neighboring province, Saskatchewan. And I rarely ever visit her, and especially not on my own, and I drove there all by myself, and it took me, and during my drive there, which takes about 3 hours from where we live, I crashed our car twice. By crash, I mean I got into, I went into the ditch. I lost control and went ever so slightly into the ditch, and then really and totally lost control and went way into the ditch. But what I learned from this experience is that the world has far more nice people than you'd think. Because both times there was someone there who helped me, sorry about the noise, who helped me get back on the road by pulling my car. And while I was there, I got time to play a fun video game, hang out with my sister, and I received what she was giving me for my birthday present, which is that she and her fiancé are going to be buying me a pet turtle, because my last one died. And when I'm ready for that, they're going to do that. And since her fiancé is a computer expert, my parents, for my 18th birthday, were giving me the money to purchase a laptop. And while I was there, I got the laptop. This is it. See? It is a Dell. And I am very happy with it, personally speaking. It has everything that I require of it, and hopefully once we've got everything properly installed on it, I'll be able to use it for all of my required tasks. Now, time for my down date. You may recall that I told you that I was going to the wedding of a cousin of my dad's, and it was just an alarm I said to remind myself. And I did do this, and I was expecting it to be very awkward because I barely know anyone on my dad's side of the family. But I found it fairly enjoyable, met some cool people. Shortly after that, we may have still actually been in Winnipeg at the time, we got the news that my mother's mother died. This was very hard news, even though she had Alzheimer's, and for many years, it was still a big blow to the family. And so I wasn't able to do any more videos at that point because we basically stayed in Winnipeg for the funeral and such things. But during that time, something that gave me hope of